don't stop on my account.
Hey, babe, when did you get back?
Oh, last night. You were still working when Sammy and I got back from California.
Oh, Sammy, where is that little cutie?
Well, she couldn't wait for her dad anymore. I had to hurry her off to school. I hope you can settle for her mom.
Babe, I missed you like crazy.
What a coincidence. I missed you, too.
Let me take a look at you. Oh, got yourself a little tan there,
Yeah.
huh? And you're looking pretty laid back and mellow.
Oh, very funny. But that's not the best part that I brought back from California.
Whoa. Is that all for me?
You bet.
Well, if that's what they mean by going Hollywood, your husband definitely approves.
Well, I guess you could say that I've gone Hollywood in more ways than one.
Okay, Mr. Buchanan, what is your verdict?
Yep, it's a barn, all right.
Oh, come on, darling. Tell me how much you love it.
Oh, honey, you did a great job getting this place repaired. And I gotta tell you, it's the best and quickest job old Ned ever did. I think the old boy is bucking for a raise.
I don't think it was your caretaker that did all this work. I mean, he's been too busy helping me with that new formal garden.
Too busy, then who's responsible for this?
Well, maybe you ought to start by congratulating your nephew here.
Okay.
I've been better. How about you?
Well, I guess we'll know as soon as we get the test results.
Michael, what if the doctor's suspicions are right and we do have that toxin that made Roger so ill we were all in a turner together?
No, but they're working day and night to find an antidote.
I know. I'm not so worried about myself. I'm just worried about what this will do to my case. What judge is going to award me custody of Al if I'm sick in hospital somewhere? I may never see him again.
Now, Asa, before you start anything here, I want you to know that Austin did this barn because it was my idea.
That's why you kept me away from this place, huh? Trying to sneak this skunk past my door as if you could hide a skunk, huh?
See what I meant, Renee? This was a waste of time.
Now, don't you go saying that. You did a fine job. Proof enough for anybody that you can be depended on.
Renee, I never said he couldn't be depended on. You want someone killed, there's your man.
Asa, please, don't forget, not only did he work like a demon to finish this barn, he also helped save my life when the roof collapsed. Now, you know it takes a special kind of man to put somebody else's life in front of his.
I didn't say this wasn't a good job. The joints look strong, and it's a neat and trim work. Naturally, I will pay you what you do.
Uncle Asa, I thank you, but I didn't do it for the money.
Let me tell you something, boy. Do it for God, do it for love and country, but always, always do it for money.
Oh, that's my Asa.
Well, if you put it that way, I'll accept it.
Fine, fine. I'll cut you a check and be on your way.
Asa, we can't just send him off like that.
I don't have any more barns to repair.
Okay, but aren't there other things that need doing around here?
Excuse me, lady, but this is not. I don't run a charity board.
I'm not looking for charity. If you got extra jobs, I can do it for you.
Let me tell you something. I have a caretaker. Old Ned's been with you since I bought this estate. I'm not turning him out to give you work.
Asa, why does it have to be so black and white? Darling, there's plenty of work. Can't Austin and Ned share? I mean, there's the new garden. There's the landscaping around the pool. And what about that steeplechase course we were thinking of putting in for the Landview Hunt Club?
And I suppose you'd like me to put in a polo field for the Prince of Wales.
I like that. When do we start?
Look, it's a nice idea, Renee, but I think my uncle's made his feelings real clear here.
And what about my feelings? Asa, all I want is a chance for your nephew to stay on and prove that he belongs to this family again.
And I told you, Renee, he had his chances. When you get your money, adios.
Asa, wait.
Let him go, Renee.
Damn it. I am so sorry. Every time I think I got that man turned around.
Look, you did your best, Renee. I'll always be grateful.
I just wish I could have done more. You take care of yourself, you hear?
Let me put this thing all together here. Got my wife, comes back from California wearing Some dynamite lingerie that should be outlawed in 23 states. My daughter is safely at school. There's only one thing left for us to do.
Honey, really, there's some very important news I have to tell you.
Like the name of this perfume. Wait, don't tell me. Rodeo Drive, right?
Well, I didn't have too much time to go shopping. Rafe, I have to tell you something.
Honey, it's all right. I'm glad you had a great time, but now it's time to enjoy the sweet, simple pleasures of home.
Honey, please.
What's wrong?
Well, there's nothing wrong. It's just that I have to tell you something. I was really tempted to call you, but, well, I didn't. You see, I didn't want you to get excited over nothing.
Nothing?
Well, I didn't think anything would come of it, and I didn't want to set myself up for a big disappointment.
What happened?
I went to a movie studio.
Yeah, I know. You and Sam are going to take the studio tour, see all the stars?
Well, no, we never got to go on a tour. You see, I did a screen test for a major motion picture. Me! They put me on film to see if I had the makings to be a star. And you know what happened? The producer, he saw the test, and he practically guaranteed me a job. Well, say something. I mean, don't you think that's incredible?
Ariel, we haven't shown any of Roger's symptoms.
Not yet. But my son's life is about to be ruined when he's taken away from his mother.
Well, I'm looking at his mother right now. She's never looked better or stronger. Or
what?
do you really need me to tell you how beautiful you are?
Yes.
She says yes. Now, I got you to smile. Now, if I can get you to stop planning the music that they're going to play at your funeral.
You really do believe that it'll all be all right for us? You're not just putting on an act for my benefit, are you?
Have I ever lied to protect you?
No. Not even when I wanted you to, you didn't. I'm sorry, Michael. It doesn't take very much to set me off these days.
I know, and I understand how you feel being separated from Al.
You're the only one in Lambie who does. Everyone thinks of me as the witch who's getting what she deserves. Look, I know you can't always be here for me. I know your wife and your child come first. And I am sorry for all the problems I've caused you at home.
Well, I won't deny that you have caused me problems at home, but you're getting back on
And
your
you
feet
don't
now.
need to say that either. Look, I will abide by your rules, and I appreciate you getting the lawyer and putting me on the payroll, and in turn, I will stay away from the hotel and you and Alicia. And most of all, I promise not to tell her about our agreement.
You sound serious.
I do have a conscience, Michael, and a sense of fair play. And you are my only friend in Lambview, and I am indebted to you.
You know, I wish Alicia and other people in town could see this side of you. Maybe they would understand you.
All I care about is that you understand. Although it's going to make it more difficult for me to ask one more thing. There's no threat involved, and if you can't do this, I'll understand that too.
What is it?
Well, to put it bluntly, I'm broke, and I need an advance on my salary.
That's all? You just need groceries and things?
Things like that, yes.
No problem at all. And you're lucky, too, because I just came from the bank. That be enough?
Ooh, yes, that's more than enough. Oh, you are the best. Michael. Alicia, I was just thanking your husband for reassuring me that we're both going to be all right.
Darling, it is good to see you. I had no idea you were back. We have good news. None of us have shown any of the symptoms that Roger has.
Well, that's wonderful, but I'll feel a whole lot better when we get good news from the doctors.
I will second that.
So anyway, Gabrielle, you'll be okay for the time being?
Thanks to you, I will be absolutely fine, Michael. Alicia, you are a very lucky lady. You really are. Take my advice. Enjoy every moment of your pregnancy because it's gone so quickly.
So how was the trip on the baby?
Oh, well, there was a fair amount of wriggling during takeoff and landing. And the in-flight movie wasn't a big hit. I must have felt a somersault during that. Otherwise, mother and child are doing fine. Now, if we can just say the same for Daddy.
Well, if we get these test results in and I don't have any of the symptoms, I'll be very happy.
Well, actually, I wasn't referring to that.
You want to know what was going on with Gabrielle and me?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Well, that kiss was a thank you.
For what?
I was comforting her about this whole thing, and about her child. She is terrified that she's going to lose her son. While you were away, the judge awarded temporary custody to Max.
Oh.
And she's afraid it's going to become permanent. And she doesn't have any friends, and I was giving her some moral support. Oh, I wish, Alicia, that you could feel some sympathy for Gabrielle. I want to tell you everything, okay?
I wish you would.
But if we're going to make a new start, I want to be completely open. No more secrets, no more half-truths. I wasn't just giving her my reassurance and my friendship. I put her on the hotel payroll. It's just for appearance sake, as a consultant, so that she appears to the judge as if she can provide for her son. I'm hoping that you'll tell me it was the right thing to do. And if you're worried about her being around the hotel, she's promised not to be there or around our home. Alicia? Please, darling, say something.
Oh, Michael, I am so proud of you. Someone needed your help, and you gave it, even knowing it might cause friction between us. God knows it isn't always easy, but that kind of courage, that is what I love about you.
What do you know? I guess honesty in a marriage can have its rewards, huh?
Yeah.
I think she loves me.
I think she does.
Oh. Well, Mrs. Grand, come on. We're getting out of this place. I'm going to take you over to the Landview Grand. I think I'm going to show you the changes we've made.
I have to admit, that was fun.
What did I tell you? Perfect way to chase your troubles away, isn't it? Running across those fields.
Yep. You even managed to keep my mind off my dad's condition for a while. I'll tell you, all I could think about staying up in that saddle.
But you have a perfect seat,
Ah.
among other things.
Listen, Bo,
I know you're worried about Roger. But he's going to be going through tests all morning, and then we'll go visit him this afternoon, okay?
Yeah, it's not just Dad I'm worried about. I mean, it's Vicky and Tina and Cord. Everyone that was down in Eterna. I mean, how do we know they're not carrying that poison around with them?
I'm concerned about them, too, but there's really nothing we can do right now. Besides, how often do we find ourselves in a stable like this, surrounded by all this hay and not a soul inside?
Well, I have to admit it's tempting, but...
You feel safe?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel secure?
Yes.
Then let's not wreck the mood by worrying about what's ahead or worrying about the past. We're here. The time is now. That's all that really matters.
I don't believe this.
Honey, I was performing at the benefit, and there was an executive from a major motion picture studio in the audience, and he liked me. Not only my singing, but my whole performance. He practically begged me to come and do a screen test.
And of course you couldn't say no.
Well, it all happened so fast, I didn't know what else to do. This is a break that happens once in a person's lifetime.
Honey, I realize that, and I'm glad they all loved you out in L.A. But right now, we're here in Landview with our family and our home. Are you prepared to say goodbye to all that and move to Hollywood?
I'm not thinking of going anywhere, and I'm certainly not planning to give up my family. Listen, all that's happened is that a producer has liked me. Now, the director could look at my test and hate me.
It's impossible.
Well, it's also possible that I could hate the movie business. I mean, I've heard how boring it is. You just sit around and wait all the time. This could be my first movie and my last.
I suppose anything could happen. Look, Delilah, my point is decisions like you going off to L.A. for that benefit, they cause more and more complications.
More and more opportunities.
What hurts is that you seem to be making these decisions without discussing them with me.
Rafe, I've never let anything come between us, and I give you my word that I never will.
I don't doubt your word, but the film business is on the West Coast. You'd have to move there.
Well, if I did, other people have managed it.
Honey, we're not other people. What kind of a marriage are we gonna have when you're living 3,000 miles away?
Hi, Rafe. Hey, Rob. Hi, Delilah.
Rob, hi. How'd you know that I was back?
Baby, I know everything. Listen, I just got a call from the coast, person to person from our producer friend. The official word is in on your screen test.
Austin, we didn't think anybody else was in here.
I'm sorry, cousin. I was just out in the tack room getting my stuff together.
What, are you leaving town, Austin?
Yes, ma'am. Really gonna miss this place.
I was under the impression that you already left.
I had some unfinished business.
Is it finished?
Pert near.
Well, that's too bad, Austin. Isn't it, Bo? Bo?
Oh, don't worry, Sarah. I never was one of Bo's favorites. Don't you worry. I'll be heading down south, back to Texas real soon.
Well, I think that'd probably be the best for everybody. Excuse me, I gotta cool down these horses. You have a safe trip, okay, Austin?
Thank you, cousin.
Well, I'm gonna go help Bo, but, good luck and take care, Austin.
Thank you, Sarah. Could you hold on for a second? What I mean is this. Well, there's something I wanted to give you before I took off.
Give me?
Well, you were so nice to me when I first came to town, you know, just a stray, and I figured you're definitely the right one for this.
Austin, he's a little puppy.
Yeah.
He's adorable. Can I hold him?
Oh, sure.
Hi there.
His mama was a stray. She just had herself a big old litter right back of the barn there, and this fella was the runt, and the other guys wouldn't let him get in there for any supper.
Oh, yeah? Oh, poor little guy. He's so cute.
Yeah,
so what'd you do?
Well, what could I do? I plucked him out, and I started feeding him myself.
Oh, he's so
He's starting to put some meat on his bones, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a chubby little guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute with a wet nose.
Yeah. I think it's love at first sight.
Oh, yeah. Well, he does
No
seem
question
to
about it.
kind of like me, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Love at first sight.
Well, you can't be thinking of giving him up, Austin. No.
I got to. I mean, if I was going to be staying here in Landview, maybe if I had a permanent job here at the estate, but that's just not the way it's going to go.
I'm really sorry, Austin. I don't know why the Landview side of your family is so hard on you. I mean, usually Bo and Asa go out of their way to help people.
Well, it's not their fault. See, when I was a kid, I didn't know which way was up. I made me a pretty bad mistake, and I went to prison. That shocks you?
Well, I know you've had a hard life. I think you carry it with you in your eyes.
That's nice of you to notice. I guess it is with me. According to Uncle Asa, it'll always be with me. Outside of prison walls, just like inside, nobody wants me. Nobody wants to give me a second chance, not even my own kin.
Everybody deserves a second chance, Austin. I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do to help you.
Well, there is. You could take care of Tugger.
Tugger?
Yeah. That's the name I gave him after the way he sort of tugged at my heart first time I saw him.
Well, it's a really nice name. What's all over your nose?
Hey, what do you say, little guy? Huh? What do you say, little guy? Want to live with me? Want to live with me?
Just look at him. You're not going to have to ask him twice.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing. Because I'm already in love with him.
Oh, right.
Thank you, Austin.
Oh, no, ma'am. Thank you.
Well, you have a safe trip back to Texas, and don't you worry about anything. I'll take good care of little Tugger here.
I can see that.
Well, take care, and thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Bo, wait till you see what Austin gave me. Bill, thank you for coming to meet me here. I've got your money right here. Just over there. Aren't you going to count it?
Why? Pretty lady like you wouldn't shortchange me.
No, of course not. Your 500 is there. What about your end of the bargain?
Never fear, sweet thing. Job will be done.
Have you ever heard of being overconfident?
Only if you can't back it up. Which, because I'm an official state investigator, I can. Believe me, Gabrielle, Max Holden will never get a liquor license for his new bar. and without which his business and the chances of the custody case are as good as dead.
In a word, he loved you. Everybody loved you. The producer said it was one of the best reactions they've ever had to a screen test. But there is one catch. You didn't get the part. The studio hunters thought you were too beautiful.
Too beautiful?
That's a problem? What is wrong with these people? What is it, the smog or something?
Well, actually, it's a simpler explanation than that. In the film, the hero is supposed to leave the woman that Delilah was going to play. Just turn his back and leave her. Because of her looks, they felt that there was no way the audience would buy the fact that he would walk out on her. So you see, it's not so bad after all.
But this doesn't make any sense. First you tell me they love me, and then you tell me that they don't want me because I'm too beautiful?
Rafe, would you tell your wife she should feel thrilled? Even though she didn't get this part, the producer is definitely going to consider her for other things. He thinks that you're going to have a great career, that is, if you want it.
That seems to be the question of the day.
I'm sorry, did I put my foot in my mouth?
No, it's nothing that you said.
Delilah and I were just discussing her career when you arrived.
Oh, well, I also came by to talk about some club business. Maybe this isn't such a good time.
No, actually, it's a good time because I just learned some new music when I was in LA, and I'd love to sing it for you. So maybe we can go over it later at the club.
It's all right, sweetheart. I know how much your singing career means to you. Talk all the business you want.
Are you sure?
Honey, I'd rather have you singing here in Lambview than spending half your time on the West Coast. Hello. No, what's up, Parker? Where? Give me 10 minutes.
What's wrong?
One of my men's been shot in a drug bust.
Oh, no. Is he going to be all right?
I don't know. He's in the emergency room in Lambview Hospital. I better get over there.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
I'll wait from the hospital, honey.
Love you.
Well, he's had quite a turnaround.
Yeah, well, he's just thrilled that I'm going to be staying in Lambview. So, you want to hear my new songs?
Well, that's something else I had to talk to you about, Delilah. You're not going to have the chance to do it at Tempest. I have to close down the nightclub.
Hey, Ned.
I thought you were done.
Yeah, like my daddy says, any job worth doing well. Just want to finish up here.
Yeah, Mr. Buchanan will be pleased. Oh, wait, I got your money. Yeah. As soon as you're finished, you can be on your way.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think you'll find that Mr. Buchanan has been very generous there. He's given you a whole week's pay.
Yeah, that's my old Uncle Asa. Generous to a fault.
Yeah. I'm glad you appreciate that. You know, a lot of folks think that Asa Buchanan is a hard case. Well, that's because they just don't know the man. I mean, lots of other people would have put me out to pasture a long time ago, but not Asa. No. I just thank the Lord I'm still able to get around and do what I have to.
You're a lucky man, Ned.
I sure know it. Well, wherever the road takes you, good luck.
Thank you. Oh, darn.
What's the matter? Something wrong?
Yeah, that bulb's out, and I want to get this finished and catch my bus.
Oh, well, no problem. I can still change a light bulb.
Oh, no. I'll take care of it. That's quite a rickety old ladder there. I'll manage.
And you trying to say this old man's too old to climb a ladder, and you just go finish what you're doing?
No, wait. Are you sure you don't mind?
You know, when you're finished, this whole barn's going to be my responsibility again. So I just might as well get used to getting back in the saddle. Okay, I'll just go get another light bulb and pop it in there.
I wanted everything to be finished by the time you got here, but unfortunately there still needs to be some work.
Well, darling, you could have fooled me. The lobby looks absolutely beautiful, just as we planned.
Well, I'm glad you approve. But there's still a ballroom, dining room, some of the suites, they need touching up.
Well, you can show me those later.
Well, I guess so. In any case, at least you can see some results. Now, you wanted luxury and comfort with refinement that is not stuffy, right?
Uh-huh. Feels like an old private club in London.
By George, I think she's got it.
Mr. Grand, you've done a bloody good job. If the rest of the renovations are up to this standard, the Lambview Grand is going to be a raging success.
I never could have done it without your help. Darling, are you all right?
Oh, of course I am. Show me more.
No, it can wait. You, what am I doing? I shouldn't have brought you here. You should be home resting.
Don't be silly, Michael. I wanted to be here. Actually, I feel a lot better now that I am here because the renovations have been very much on my mind.
No, the only important thing now is yours and the baby's health. Come on.
Michael, the hotel is very important, too. It's our project. It's a dream that we have created together.
Together, right. And that's how things are going to be from now on. Business and pleasure. I am doing everything with my wife.
Aren't you afraid it's going to get boring with me around all the time?
Darling, you are never boring.
Well, that's because you haven't seen me at 3 a.m. Changing diapers or heating up formula in my little flannel nightie.
Oh, I know, and I can't wait. We have a lot to look forward to.
Yes. Did you hear what you just said? We have a lot to look forward to. We're not looking back anymore, are we?
You're damn right we're not. That's how it's going to be from now on. The past is the past. We are about to have everything we have ever wanted.
Michael, I just came from the hospital. The test results are in.
You're closing Tempest. Why? I mean, you just invested all that money.
You're telling me. But I've got big trouble at 2 of my other clubs in Europe.
This is temporary, right? You're going to come back and you're going to reopen it, aren't you?
I can't, Delilah. I've got to try to sell this club so I can make up for my losses overseas. Of course, it's not going to be so easy finding a buyer on such short notice. I've already called around, and nobody wants to take the risk. I mean, I've remodeled the place, built up a big debt, and nobody wants to take the chance.
What about me?
You mean you know somebody?
No, I mean, I want to buy it.
Delilah, I appreciate the thought, but I will weather this storm, so...
No.
You're a good friend, thank you.
No, I'm serious. No, I set aside some money when I sold Designs by Delilah. I could do it. I know I could, Rob. I could turn Tempest into a money-making club, and then I could sing whenever I wanted.
Delilah, you don't have the money to take this risk.
I know how to run a business. I had a very successful fashion design business. Remember before Gabrielle cheated me out of it? Listen, this is something that I want so bad.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Well, listen, I've got to leave tonight, so you're going to have to negotiate the deal with my attorney.
Okay.
Now, I will give you a rock-bottom price, but even then, it'll take a few weeks to iron out the deal. What are you going to tell Rafe?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Think before you leap.
It'll be okay, honest. Really, I'll ease him into it. I'll tell him that I'm managing the club for you until you get back.
Oh, boy. I'm glad I'm going to be in Europe when you tell him that. I really don't think you should lie to him.
Well, I really won't be lying. I'll just kind of be spoon-feeding him the truth until he's ready to take it all. He'll be glad that I'm staying in Lambview anyway.
Okay, I've got to go.
Okay. Thank you so much. I owe you. Oh, my whole life. You're turning it all around.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Bye.
Yeah, I was lucky I had a few more of these bulbs back there. Austin? Yeah, nice enough fella, I guess. And I don't need another hand around here. No, sir. I can do it myself.
Oh, my leg! Oh, Lord, help me, my leg! Oh.
Yes, would you please call me as soon as you have any news? Thank you.
Was that the hospital?
Yeah. Dad's still with Dr. Elliott. They say it could be hours before I can talk to him.
Sarah,
I know.
you know that...
I know. They said I probably wouldn't be able to talk to him this morning, and there's no reason to be upset about what the tests may or may not show at this point.
That's right.
It's this not knowing that is just driving me nuts. I mean, what if this poison just keeps getting more and more toxic?
No. Don't think like that. I just spent the whole morning trying to help you get your mind off all your troubles, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I wish I was a more willing subject for you.
Well, I think the spirit was willing. I think the brain is something we have to work on. I think you're thinking too much.
I know. I know. I can't help it. Everything seems so complicated lately.
Not everything. Not that little guy in the next room that I just checked, huh?
Tugger?
Mm-hmm.
He's cute, isn't he?
Yeah. He has very, very simple needs. He needs a little bowl of water, a little bowl of puppy food, a lot of paper.
A lot of paper. Did you put a lot of paper down?
What is this? Is that a smile? A laugh?
Well, I was thinking about you being nanny to my puppy.
Look, I'm great with all kinds of cuddly little creatures.
Yeah, is that what you think of me? Think I'm a cuddly little creature?
Among other things.
I think you better go play with Tugger. I think he's probably more fun than I am today.
That remains to be seen. He is the cutest little puppy, though. He's got a big heart, tons of energy. But compared to what I'm holding right now...
Yeah, what you're holding right now is a nervous and preoccupied female of the human persuasion.
Yeah, but that nervous, preoccupied female happens to be somebody that I care an awful lot about. What's wrong?
Did you hear what you just said?
Yeah, sure.
Do you mean it?
Yes. Yeah, if you'll just keep quiet, I'll be happy to prove it.
You know, I just wish that there was nothing else going on right now, except for you and me.
It can be just you and me. Right here, right now.
Yeah, but...
Shh. Just close your eyes. And just relax. Just think about riding through that field. And the beautiful spring flowers that are blooming.
It was beautiful.
You were beautiful.
I was happy.
And not a care in the world. Why don't we just create that mood again?
But we're not in the field.
We don't need sunshine. We don't need any flowers. We've got everything we need right here.
Are you sure about it?
Aren't you?
What about the tests?
Yes, what did the doctors find?
Nothing.
Nothing. You mean...
What I mean is nothing. Our test results came back negative. There's nothing in our system.
Oh, Michael, thank God.
Oh, you said it.
I'm so happy. No illnesses, no hospitals, and nothing to stand in the way of my going off to my son's custody.
I'm really happy for you, Gabrielle. We both are, aren't we,
Yes,
Michael?
yes. Thanks for coming by.
Well, I'm glad I was able to bring good news for a change. I'll let you two celebrate in private.
Gabrielle, wait. If you have a minute, I'd like to talk to you in private.
Alicia, you need to get home and get some rest.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Look, why don't you go check on the progress in the ballroom, and I'll catch up with you. I have something I need to say to Gabrielle.
Well, all right. I'll be in the ballroom, but I insist that you come over here and sit down, please. Get some rest.
Yes.
I'm gonna come back as soon as I can and drive you home, okay?
All right, dear. Thanks.
Okay.
Alicia, are you sure this is a good time?
I think it's the perfect time. In fact, it's been long overdue. Gabrielle, I owe you an apology.
An apology?
Yes. You see, ever since I met you, I've been too quick to stand in judgment. That was very unfair of me.
Alicia, you don't owe me an apology.
No, please let me finish. I'm not saying that I approve of everything that you've done, especially where Michael is concerned. But when I sit here and I see how beautifully the renovations have turned out, it's clear that your initial ideas and taste have been invaluable.
I was doing a job. There's really no need to pat me on the back.
Oh, I think there is. And not just for your work. When I was in Milan, I had a chance to talk to Tina, not about your work, but about your life.
And I can just imagine what she told you.
I think you might be surprised. She's known you for a long time. She told me about how your father died, about how your baby was born in the jungle and you turned the baby over to Tina. Gabrielle, I hope you don't mind. But I wanted to know and understand. And I think I do now. You have had to fight for every bit of happiness that's come your way. Not just for yourself, but for your child as well. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm about to be a mother myself. I felt all of my preconceptions just falling by the wayside.
You mean this, don't you?
Yes, I do. And when you get to know me better, you'll find that I am honest to a fault. And since Michael has already put you back on the hotel payroll, well...
He's told you?
Yes. He's not keeping anything from me anymore. And I do think it's a complete waste of your talent to act as a consultant in name only. So I was hoping you might consider coming back to the Landview Grand as manager.
I don't know what to say.
Well, hopefully you'll say yes.
I would love to come back. But if we're being perfectly honest here, I don't deserve your kindness.
If you haven't always earned it in the past, here's your chance to change all that. I'm willing to start from scratch if you are.
Thank you, Alicia. And that's not really enough to show my gratitude. But I can promise you that you're not going to regret this.
You're very quiet.
So are you.
Some things just don't require any words.
You know, I'm sorry we waited now. I mean, I'm sorry I insisted that we take it so slow.
We waited for the perfect moment, for the perfect time.
It was perfect. Bo, I know it hasn't been that long.
No, shh. It was perfect. Just perfect. No more words.
Asa, I don't think there's any use getting angry, darling. Poor Ned, it wasn't his fault.
I know, honey. I feel for the old guy. My first rule with my men is safety first. Ned was a picture caution. I mean, to fall down a ladder and break his leg in 3 places, oh, Lordy.
The doctor says his leg's going to be okay, but he is sure going to be in a lot of pain.
And that's the good part. The bad part is I guess he's too old to do this kind of work anymore.
Well, I think he's earned his retirement, don't you?
Oh, yeah, trusted, loyal servant. I mean, I'm going to sure take care of him, but you know what that means? That leaves me without a caretaker.
It's my fault.
You, Austin.
I told him I'd change that bulb. He said he'd do it. I just should have insisted. I just wish there's something I could do right now.
Well, maybe there is. We need a new caretaker. I mean, do we need to look any further?
Who, me? No, thank you. I think I just better get my bags and get out of here.
What, and leave us to taking care of an entire estate? Asa, darling, hasn't he proved how valuable he can be? Hasn't he earned this job?
Look, I appreciate what
Now, just quiet, boy, just quiet. Let me do a little thinking. You are going to be on a very short leash, you understand?
Yes, sir.
One spill, one break of the rules, my rules, you are out on your ear. Can you live with that?
Uncle Asa, all I want is a chance.
That's what I'm giving you.
Oh, Asa, I knew you had it in you.
I want to thank you, Uncle Asa, and I swear to you, you won't regret this.
I better not. For your sake.